into best of threes at all.
Nope, not at all. It's surprising. It's such an iconic and legendary map, but overall, teams shying away from it.
The last time I saw it was actually in a Minecraft-looking version on Crunker.io.
Exactly. That's where we've all seen it recently. But either way, we're into it. HellRaisers actually have a decent chance here to find the 2-0. There's a lovely Rush. You can see the camera showing it. Oh, there it is. Thumbs up as well. Love to you, Rush. See you later. And
we get an observer cam?
Yeah, it's new.
We need to bring that up and troll him all the time now. As if these observers are becoming such divas that they get camera time. He probably gets more camera time than we do at events.
Either way, it's going to be a long attack here. Astralis losing both pistols on Mirage, but this one looking successful as ViCi, one of the main protagonists of the previous map, goes down quickly. And it will be Glaive to follow things up. Hobbit absolutely deleted there in spawn, and the A side is open.
Angel sitting down towards CT. They'll back off. They'll throw the bomb across. There's not really any need to. They don't have anyone composed to take a challenge. However, they do have Catwalk, and Magisk is ready to shut them down. This will be the first pistol for Astralis, and I say with good conviction that it should be, and is. Has 3 kills from Magisk. All convincing. I guess that's one way to do it, though, right? If we don't go on camera, we can't build our brand, but we can let Rushley do it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's everyone's winning, pretty much.
Except us.
And we'll get into round 2. I don't think we'll see a force buy here out of HellRaisers. It's going to be full eco, and Astralis preparing for the 3rd round as well. They're not going to see an eco device, so might have enjoyed to have seen that. Maybe him just going PD50 armor, just so he can get the AWP in the next round. But overall, Zipex looking to get some damage done at the start. It's actually Device. It hits ViCi twice.
Yeah, that was a body shot, then followed by a headshot. Zipex takes down Angels. So Scout, I'm not personally a fan of buying a Scout when you have weapons and you're against pistols. I've always thought it's a force buy situation gun. I'm terrible with it, so I don't really like it, but fair enough, he's made it work.
I don't think Esther and Hobbit can do much about this, though. Both of them holding towards the A sites and hoping that somehow, some way, Astralis make their way through, knives out towards A. They get a couple of kills. Not going to happen, though, as the bomb's planted towards B. And that will be the round completely over. It's going to be 2-0. Will they survive? Is the main question here, but it's not really worth chasing. They've got absolutely nothing to save. And it's only you that's got the rifles to give away. Lift to free. We'll find both kills. He'll get Hobbit and Nessa there, no problem. But HellRaisers do have enough to buy up in this 3rd round here. They were full eco in the previous. You'll see a mixture, I would assume, of M4s and SMGs here. Couple of SMG players perhaps just to get the utility up. It's Angel and Hobbit yet to buy. You can see they've got 4 rifles so far. Hobbit might want to go for the lesser weapon, but he goes for the 5th M4 as well. He still get the smokes and a few flashbangs, but no diffuse kits. That's the main problem. And 1 incendiary. ViCi picks that up as Device and Co now holding up with their rifles. Didn't really lose anyone in the previous round, so that Scout's still up. Zipex looking for players crossing towards the pip. Gonna find one, but can't find the shot straight away. Makes up for it on the repeat, but ViCi will trade him out.
Yeah, pretty straightforward shot for ViCi, given that he was still inside of the doorway. Just lined it up, sprayed it down. Angel gets Dupree. It's top the side on A. Need thrown back in his direction, does very little damage, and he'll comfortably sit and wait to see if there'll be any more aggression in that direction. In fact, I take that back. They're not going to sit and wait at all. ViCi's going to join him. They want to push, take Catwalk with the man advantage. Bomb's heading that direction. This could be an easily tradable situation, but they've got to be careful of Glaive on top of the headshot box if they walk around too quickly, because he's found the first. Angel to get 1, but now knows Magisk is also in the corner trying to bait him back, and does. That's very well done from Angel. He's looked solid this series. 3rd kill for him. Bomb goes down. Device trying to make up for it by working out at long, but they're aware because no one over toward B this whole time, and still partially blind. Angel finds his 4th.
Great teamwork there. Angel, very calm in that situation. 4 kills for him. That's his entry to the game as well. So he's 4-2 right now. Incredibly strong towards short. You can see him aware of the prospect that there being a couple of players behind the first he killed, and just hits absolutely everything. Very good with that silenced M4. Not going to break the money, of course, for Astralis just yet, but it's the 1st round on the board. They're going to have a stronger buy now on the CT side. This is where it all kicked off for Angel. That was the 2nd kill of the round, and just kept finding kill after kill at that point. His teammates flashed him in, and he was able to find the 4th and final kill. And Angel now, once again, going to be challenged. So blind, though. Magisk can do nothing about that, but they have got a player behind the blue bin. Will there still be a chance here for Astralis? Time will tell. Dupree trying to negate the smoke now, but can't negate the bullets, I'm afraid. And we'll go 5-on-3, and Angel continues to find multiple kills. 2 for him in this round.
Yeah, he's looking very, very good. Game leaders can't frag. Says who? Did you ever use that excuse, Henry?
No, I've always been hated that statement. Like, if you feel like you can't frag as efficiently as you normally would, you're probably just not an in-game leader. That's probably the main thing.
it's taking that much of your brain capacity,
Yeah.
it's either that or you're like Tarek with a peanut brain.
Yes.
Toxic gets Zipix. It's a meme, guys.
Yes. But that's a very convincing round. HellRaisers are certainly up and about for the 2-0 here, as they have now forced Astralis to an eco. That's presumably going to be 3-2 on their CT side. It's a map we, believe it or not, it's been back in the pool now for about 6 months. We still don't know that much about it because, as you pointed out, we actually see it probably less than Nuke at this point.
Yep.
It's weird.
Yeah. I guess you could come up with a theory as to why. First off, it's come back into the pool, so no one's taken the time to relearn it. Even though I don't think the meta's changed that much, I just think that it was such an even map for everyone. It's not.
Yes.
It's not pool defining, right?
No one's a specialist in it, right?
Exactly.
So no one wants to risk challenging a lesser team on it because it's so open and so much.
It's like a neutral ban. It's very, very rarely the first ban. It usually comes out in the second phase.
Yes. And Melissa, I'm going to check the corner, certainly not. Thought about it, but only gives up the MP9s. That's not a big deal. And there might be another kill here. Angel actually without a helmet there. Might want to buy one in the next round. Well, to be fair, he's going to be up against AK, so maybe not. Wants to keep the money as strong as possible. But I'm sure we'll see the orbs come out for the first time here. It is going to be 3-2. HellRaisers edge the lead here. Voxic back on the AWP. I know it was a bold statement before, but I know Voxic is so good on this map. We've seen some absolutely epic performances from him on dust2. One of my favorite players to watch in this map, whether he'll get warmed up is yet to be seen. He was excellent on Mirage, actually best in device in many situations, but everything reset now as they send 3 players over towards B. ESL and Angel might consider pushing the tunnels here at this point. We'll see where they want to end up. It's Voxic who's challenging the long doors, but not fully. There it is now. Gets vision of the yellow car. I think he might have been spotted. Goes for a pop shot with the doors. Narrowly misses out, but this is where he could be in trouble. Dupree getting closer and closer to his position. See the baiting being quite nice. I thought Vox might be done for here unless he pulls back right now. Oof. There it is. Well played by Dupree. Great timing. Using all those sound cues to get the advantage. There might be a couple of kills here as Hobbits won't be traded out. That's actually a little bit disappointing. Dupree didn't have the backup from his teammates to really punish that positioning. Smoke goes down. It's not really effective for the CTs at all, really, but we'll hold Astralis off for a little bit and our rotations to come through. And Dead Fox is in upper B, so watch out for that. This fight between him and Magisk right now is going to define the round, and it will be a victory for Magisk, who had a very slow game in the first map.
Absolutely did. Too slow, some would say. Molasses running uphill. Frozen water. Constipation. Those are the only things I can think of that would be equally as slow. As Hobbit works back down to Catwalk. AK in hand, he'll work his way behind the stairs. He can peek this if he likes to, but thinking about trying to get away because he's got to cover long at the same time. Flash out, that gives a chance to Glaive, who spotted his backside but didn't fire in. Flash counters off Hobbits, and Glaive goes back. He tried to spray in, optimistically wishing Glaive would walk into the bullets pre-addressed in that direction. Magisk waiting. Angel, thinks about going through. Flashed off. Magisk still finds him retreating. So good use of utility from Astralis this time around, and they'll get a bomb plant. They'll secure the round. It's going to be Issa versus 4, and he isn't going to leave the B bomb site, Henry.
He's certainly not really much he can do with this. Very convincing round from Astralis. It all started with Dupree's long work. He went down, but they did capitalize in the end. They haven't broken the back of HellRaisers just yet, but focusing towards long, it seems Astralis will tie things up. As we go 3-3, maybe we'll see the double AWP setup come out for Dead Fox. And indeed, Voxic here, that'll be quite a scary prospect, but doesn't look like be purchased into just yet. Didn't quite have the funds to do it. I'm sure we'll see it at one point. If you're just joining us, it was actually a landslide victory for HellRaisers in the first map of this best of 3. Absolutely fantastic they can do that against Astralis here. The new addition of Hobbit will set them up nicely for the tournament. ViCi quickly towards middle here, not wasting any time, gets hit up in the process, but still has a fighting chance to take down his rival AWPer. Angel knows his positioning. So that flashbang come through, waiting to see if the head will rear itself. He's going to have a chance to get Glaive, but doesn't find the aim quite. And it's going to be Glaive to recover, and they're getting a 5-on-4 lead, but ViCi still low.
I don't like that bounce. Just didn't quite make it over and click the pipe, but Voxic's still on the other side of the doors, trying to fire back into it. Hobbit's on top of the A side. No one at long position to cover. That's why it's named that, I suppose, but with an M4, notably. They forced off the flames to try and get back out. Does, very convincingly, to find ViCi on Catwalk and manages to do it in such a way that he's not open to long. Voxic flashing Hobbit out for a secondary peek, realizes they're still down toward the pits, and taps away. Very controlled to find Glaive. Again, I say it, that's not the best weapon to hold that with, in my opinion. You want an op there, even the extra ammunition, perhaps, of an M4 when they get close if you're going to play passive, but The A1S certainly holding its own, and Hobbit showing why. Did miss the fact that Magiscus snuck out from the catwalk, however, and that may not matter with Xyp9x already taking him down.
Well, here we go then. 3-on-2, still a fighting chance here. The smoke not going to cover absolutely everything. As you can see, there is going to be a gap there. Made has been dinked up in the process by Issa. So can they get the plant down here? It doesn't look likely. Xyp9x does safely get across, though, so at least a plant might be possible at this point. Anything more, though, doesn't go for it straight away. Doesn't feel quite comfortable just yet. There's the plant. That will be happening. No way they can deny that. Fox again for the jump shot.
He hit it.
So, down to 13 HP. That should secure the round.
That should. I was going to say low HP. There was, he hit another one.
Yep.
I was going to say there was a chance maybe he could isolate them and find one-on-ones at the dueling on the box, but that's just lovely from ViCi. Fair enough. It's now 4-3, and HellRaisers hold on to the lead once more. AWPs, 2 of them, in fact, carried over into this round.
Fantastic stuff. Jumping Orbachov to close it out as well. That is a reset, but luckily the plant does come through. They can afford to get one more buyout, but it won't be stacked. There's going to be rifles and an AWP, but not much else. As we get into round number 8 here. Here was the first shot. This is where he hit him through the box initially. Oh, this is actually the jumping kill, I believe. There it is. Not bad.
Wow. 2 for 3 on jumping accuracy. What a legend.
What a risk, but it all works out. And we go round 8, and we still have a pause here for Astralis as they calculate what they can do with this. I think Xyp9x had to drop the orb. So Device will have that at least. Glaive with 2,500, Xyp9x with nothing. They're going to have to drop him a pistol or something. So fantastic opportunity for HellRaisers to really take the lead once again. We'll see if they can capitalize. We do get a treat this time at this event. We can actually hear what's going on. Doesn't really help us that much from Astralis or on camera.
Speaking Danish?
Yeah.
I mean, it could if you were educated enough to speak Danish, Henry. Like me, for example.
Maybe next time I will learn the language.
Okay. Spend a lot of time on planes. You could just download the podcasts for learning a certain language.
I feel like Danish would be quite low down the list of languages I would learn.
Okay, well, I'm going to let them know you said that.
But yes, I definitely could try harder.
What would be your first choice?
Spanish, probably.
Really?
Yeah. That's the most, well...
Second most common
most common,
Western
I think,
world.
Yes, I was going to say Chinese or Mandarin is what I think.
Mandarin Cantonese. Missed the second shot, but Nissa did the damage early on. That allows Dead Fox to capitalize on it. Capital punishment, in fact, ×2. Assists in both cases to either the Molotov or the AWP that was not collecting the kill. Magiscus does get him back, however. So soon as he does, Angel was already committed to the window. That's going to make it now a 3-on-2 in favor of Astralis. Molotov goes deep. Second one, Incendiary trying to deny the plant. Thrown out from ViCi. As we wait for Hobbit to sneak in from the tunnels, he's gone all the way around towards CT spawn, so he's gone the longest way possible, and he's got to be aware of great positioning in the corner currently from Glaive, because he is covering both approaches, and with his crosshair placement firmly fixed upon the one where Hobbit is, it's going to be very difficult for him to sneak in. That's the position that really matters. If he plays this wall, no matter where he comes from, he's got him covered.
This is Glaive, guaranteed kill, no problem at all for him. ViCi can't really do much of this at the AWP. If you had a smoke, maybe get the tunnels, but there's no bomb down just yet. So it's not all over. But Astralis, looking comfortable still. I don't think there's much chance of him finding something unbelievable here. And won't be able to punish Device. There was a chance for the quickscope to come through, but doesn't quite connect. It is going to go 4-4. Money actually in a bit of a difficult spot for HellRaisers here. Round 9. They might have to take the full eco at this point. As HellRaisers is deliberating over their options here. Not going to take a time up looks at things. Just going to take the straight up eco and buy up next round. They only get 1,400 this round. They're all averaging about $2,000. They could buy next round, still won't be great with 1,900 coming through. But 4-4, already a map in the bag. Glaive with the long spawn, that's why he gets given the orb. There is a lot of presence having the CTs though. This flashbang could actually yield a kill, I think almost certainly will now. Magus will defend the best he can. He can't really challenge this again, to be fair. He has still got HP. I thought he'd get tagged up more than that. But there's an AWP at least. Not sure why Glaive fully committed to that, but...
Yeah, especially with the AWP. There's really not a lot of reason to be out there, is there?
I got the AWP and the crossover as well. Needs to be careful here. Isolated Astralis players, but a great shot from Device.
And they're aware of the situation. That many players pushed up long, that many players were aggressive toward the cave. Let's go back over toward B. They've already opened up from middle, and they'll clear the site now. So as long as Magiscus takes care of tunnels, which he did consider, a lot of players might not, he'll get to the site and get the bomb down. Even a smoke for the cross, just to be sure. They know that op's up if it gets towards CT and catches him jumping over. Why bother even giving that kill away?
Well, this was a full eco round, and the fact they've taken an AWP away from it, it's actually pretty good. They could buy up next round regardless, so this actually just boosts their chances of winning the next, but it will be Astralis to get the 5-4 lead. Nice long approach. Again, Glaive didn't have to be there by himself in the open along. It's such a prime choke point of the map, and one flash is what took him down. And they'll get another kill here, so making this expensive at least. dupree's been tagged up as well. Zipex to go down. If they can recover that other rifle, that would be fantastic. We'll see if it's possible for them. Around that would be full eco, you leave an AWP and an AK. But Deadbox will be dropped by Device, and at this point, they'll be happy to save the AWP. And Device will be dropped as well. It looks like 3 kills will come in, so not the worst round in the world by any stretch for HellRaisers. They didn't get the secondary rifle, but they did get the AWP and a few more kills for Voxic there. As you can see at the very top, it will be Voxic 8 and 5. We want to see a bit more about him, and dust2 is very explosive on this particular map. 1 defuse kit available. Mages had a rough game previously. He's actually at the top of the scoreboard at 8 and 4 now. So coming back to life, it seems, and Astralis in the lead. Definitely be some correlation with that. Voxic flashed off, and a fast play towards short comes in, but Angel's there to pick up the pieces. He's only good for 1 though. No one else towards short. Is actually trying to get himself on the A side to defend. Voxic waiting in spawn as well. Dead Fox with the 2nd kill. That was towards middle to find Device, and the bomb is down towards top of middle. Hobbit seeing if anyone will sneak through that smoke. If anyone is going to, it's going to be Zipex.
Flash high for a repeat. Issa's going to crouch down on the ramp so that it can't be spotted, but it's okay. Glaive to get him. So Zipex to get Hobbit. That's really going to influence the round. Voxic held at mids with the Molotov. Didn't quite catch Mages crossing back over. That would have been bomb to make things just a little awkward in what would be a 2-on-2. Glaive now knows that he's there and positions very wisely on the catwalk. So Astralis looking smart on rotations and reads so far on this dust2, but we're early on, and it's, I still think, slightly T-sided map. So we're on par, on course, I should say.
Yeah. Well,
maybe we could check in with the Rushley camp, see if he agrees.
6-4, and another eco coming in. Lost bonus time to rack up now at the 3rd stage. See if this will do anything for them. Means they can get some upgraded pistols at least. Deagles, PD50s, 5-7 for Issa. As dupree's going for blood as he aims directly into the door. Trying to get some damage as they cross over that. CT's waiting by the door, and it's going to be a fast approach again. But it looks like dupree will probably just take out his first player, no problem at all. Angel does get a 1D, quite handy with that particular weapon. I don't think we'll see any more CT kills here, but you never know. Device will get Angel, and now the other player in towards that B-bomb. So that is going to be round. We'll see if there's any more kills available for HellRaisers here. They've got a USP and a P2000, all looking good. 7-4 we go.
Still checking it out. They've already got window covered. Device. Zipex wanted to make sure no one was hiding in closet. You know, trigger discipline and all that. Yeah. It's a thing. It's a factor. 7-4 looking very likely at this point. dupreee spots that Dead Fox. Hobbit just hanging out inside of CT spawn. Oh, dinked up on the way through. AK taken away. Hobbit's gonna get the AWP. Shot at the corpse. Was a little confusing, but this is big. They're gonna get, okay, so they take the AK back, but they're gonna get the AWP and get away. Another gun picked up, carried over. This is big money for HellRaisers. Zipex may not allow it, but Hobbit certainly ready for it. Once up, bounces deep, he's gonna have to go wide, flash out. I think he's dead.
Yeah, absolutely. Well played by Zipex. Decent attempt there to get a couple of kills. Actually 3 in total for the CTs on what we'd call an eco. But Astralis still win the round. It's just made it quite expensive for them, so that might come back to haunt them in future rounds. We'll find out as we get into round number 12 here. As Dead Fox, formerly the main AWPer of the squad, now more of a support player. Round 12, Vox picks up the AWP once again. Haven't seen many kills from in the last few rounds. Number 12 here though. Device challenging lower platform now. Angel has been aggressive towards short. Astralis seem aware of it. Molotov will land behind him, and he's already playing in front, so Mages could be in a spot of bother here, depending on whether he peeks and challenges towards the lower B position, which he does, but the timing saved Mages.
Oh, you say that.
Yeah. I thought he was going to survive. Well, he did, but we're seeing if the follow-up nade came through. And it will be him down to 5 HP. And they'll go for the long take here. Player in the pit.
Player in the pit. It's not been often that Summit's been in the pit, but someone is in the pit this time, and Hobbit's got it. It's actually very old school. There used to be boxes down here you could hide behind. There was ways of cleverly playing it with bait and crossfires. He's there alone. Smokes to isolate him entirely. Good for one. That's all Hobbit had in his game. How did Device not hit that? I thought that was a dead set match.
Yeah.
Game set match?
Game set match.
Tennis. Good to watch. Nice will take charge toward Long, holding onto the pit as Voxic is waiting. Smoke down. Does he try and amplify himself, climb above it? He certainly will. Oh, but he misses the shot. Now they know he's there. He's got to get off, and he's unaware that they're on the ramp. Somehow he gets away. Hits Device. 11 HP. Falls from the flames and the fire on the ramp, and down will go Glaive. Xyp9x to follow. Issa steps out from CT spawn to save the day, and it's 5 for HellRaisers.
Well, there we go. A very difficult battle for Astralis and Long. They only lost one player, though. It was Hobbit to get the information they were committing towards that side of the map. They didn't fall back. Tried to push towards the bomb side there. Good crossfires from HellRaisers. Voxic especially jumping up, low HP. Hit the first shot, then hides for his teammates. As they take all the aggro for him and protect him on the bomb side. 3 survive the CTs. This was a shot. Goes down to about 10 HP, and that's when Issa can strike, and all the attention's actually on the bomb side itself. You see all the damage Angel did there to find those assists. They are going to buy up in the round. Dupree on a Deagle, the rest of them with rifles and the AWP. Device has luck towards the B side of the map this time, around 13. There may be a B split coming through, considering their initial positions, but this is definitely a default. 2 players focusing towards upper, waiting for the smoke to go down before they can challenge the platform. But Dead Fox not challenging necessarily, waiting for anyone to try and walk in on a contact play.
Magisk. Glaive, they're all there. Device goes for the peak first, clears box, smoke down, CT sided, and that. Oh, I thought it was going to cost them out.
Hey.
You're right, the bomb goes in first. I thought Issa was going to be done for inside of the window. He gets saved by his teammate, and you're right, this could be a problem because now Dead Fox knows they're there. He's just going to spray in. It's calculated aggression as he fires and falls back to reload, gets back up spot. Xyp9x, but just down inside of the site. Bomb went in very early, you're right. And I thought if one's going to go on that, go, everyone go. Trade that toward window at the very least.
One of you's been isolated by the smoke, especially the bomber. That's a mistake from Glaive to even challenge with the bomb by himself. He almost got 1 kill out of it, fair play, but at the same time, his teammates have got to commit with that, even if it does equate to a round defeat, because that was the worst of both worlds. Not only did he lose the bomb in the open, no one there to trade. Dead Fox could reposition to such a strong position. He couldn't have got multiple kills if you'd have just come out with him there. But the fact he gets towards the platform and kills 2. Of you really can't even see. This pistol round, very, very important indeed. We'll analyze the buy and see if we can work out what kind of play will be coming through. HellRaisers with 3 sets of armor so far. Dead Fox with the smoke P250 combo and a flashbang. Angel P250 as well. I'm going to drop them over to the players with armor though. They're going to have 2 smokes here. Maybe set himself up for a B split, having 1 for CT spawn and 1 for the post plant towards the doors. Or maybe head towards A and try and remove vision. But I'd say the B split's looking likely. Like, you don't necessarily need a ton of smokes to successfully A split. We'll see what they have in mind. Could go for that long take where they isolate the pit player with 2 smokes in the corner, but I'd say that's a bit too much of a risk. Initial smoke towards short. You can throw that every single round pretty much.
It's nearly catching out. Device getting aggressive in mid. Shots coming in from lower. He's got to run by.
So they're going for the short control first, and then the B split by the looks of things.
Well, that seems to be the case. Smoke down, Angel through, and he's got company. Just already back toward the window as well. We saw the shots already going toward Catwalk from B, but they seemingly were ready for this because they didn't rotate towards CT and Dupree. has the first kill. He tries to go back out from the doorway, but they don't account for window. And Glaive, watching Alls, has no one covering him off, so he's sitting in the open. Knife for Issa because he was out of ammo, jumped down, but just couldn't find the shots. And it's successful. A battle knife, but Xyp9x, he's gonna battle back. He's got two already walking in from the doorway. Bombs planted in all of this, but Xyp9x finding a third. He's looking excellent. A chance perhaps for him to clutch it back. He will. He's got his fourth and a one-on-one, and it's Astralis with two pistols.
What an amazing round that was. So many storylines there, and it looked like HellRaisers had it in the bag. They get the bomb down, but Xyp9x denies it all right at the last second there. Angel trying to backpedal towards the tunnels and find safety, but realized he didn't have enough time. Had to go for the challenge. Xyp9x wins it out. 4 kills and survives on 30 HP. 1 bullet separating him from a disastrous situation. And then the AK is coming out in the second round. But looks things from HellRaisers here. They're going for the quick buy. They want to see what's available to them. Bomb down a few kills as well, and they're going to get that extra money here. So this is definitely a very viable setup. PT50 is unable to make it work. Angel so close as well. He took down the ViCi, didn't have time to fall back. Xyp9x a defuse, and you'd actually say, Matt, in terms of firepower, you might actually edge it towards HellRaisers. They got 4 rifles, 2 of which are AKs, up against the 2 M4s of Astralis. This is actually quite an even round.
Very even round. As Angel gets up toward Catwalk as well. Device trying to work back down. Has Xyp9x over his shoulder. Has to step a bit forward to find the perfect angle on that. He's basically got a headshot. And that's it. So any movement would throw his aim off. Angel's going to go back out for it. Vice up close. Xyp9x should now get ready to battle up and back him up. Forward and back him up. Either way, Device gets a nade kill on Voxic, so it's just going to slow his approach. A couple bodies behind them, realizing now that they've got problems trying to take over the A site from Catwalk. Smoke down allows them to get toward the corner. Getting toward the corner gets them the shot to Xyp9x, but he still wins out the duel, despite being taken down to 22 HP. Glaive doing what he can with the UMP. Finally get a kill back, and then switching to the pistol as he was out of ammo. Confirms the second round in a row for Astralis.
Here's Zonic from here. He knows how big that is for the team. That's a force fight from HellRaisers. They don't find a single kill. In terms of finances going forward, that's absolutely massive for Astralis as they manage to fend off absolutely everything. Deny the plant, didn't drop anyone themselves. No one needs to upgrade weapons here. They're up against just pistols. They're going to have a ton of cash going forward as they take the lead as well, 9-8. Just Glocks and a P250 for HellRaisers. And they've got a technical pause here. So we're going to take a timeout. And a chance for us to work out what this round means, really, because can't really plant the bomb on a map like short with nothing. You can map like dust2, I should say. You go towards short and you can try and get the plant down for that area, but you need at least a flashbang to get the initial players taking their focus away from that. So they have to reposition, then you can overwhelm them in 5, but just Glocks and a P250, I think that's very unlikely.
We're waiting for Issa to rejoin. So we've got a technical timeout. I think it was just lag. Astralis side of things, they'll relax their ears. No one's allowed to talk at this point, and we aren't anywhere near them, so we can discuss all we want, Henry. There's no loudspeakers to give away the buys.
That's absolutely true, Glaive. Just in case, put your headset on.
Oh, he was told.
Yep.
All right. Because oftentimes during these timeouts, if they're long and extended, they'll, with the in-ears underneath these, it can be, we've talked about this in the past, it can be kind of uncomfortable. They put a lot of pressure on the inner ear. So sometimes they'll just rip them off just to give their ears a bit of break. But that is not allowed, says the admin.
Yeah, we do need a better solution for that in general, don't we? In terms of like, just one bit of kit instead of 2, I guess. Truly soundproof gaming headset.
If it was like a Plantronic like they have, I think those are the Gamecom 380s or something like that, or I forget what they're called. And then it had like a webbing on the inside that had an in-ear built into it.
Okay, yeah.
So it didn't have pressure. So then you have the over-ear cup as your noise canceling, plus the in-ear built into it. That would be interesting.
Absolutely. Wow. Device.
Oh, patenting that. No one beat me to it. I'm going to be occupied for the rest of this game. Just Device. This is aggressive. Tunnels. Ah, okay. That did mislead us because they were all
the players are
yeah, okay. Yeah, even Astralis thought that was live.
Okay.
So Okay, actually, both teams are. Even HellRaisers thought that was live. So apparently it was the same issue for ISA that happened, and then they called it. So.
All right. Well, it's full eco anyway.
Before you killed the. Okay, so Angel was. Okay. So HellRaisers didn't think they were live. Astralis thought they were. And we thought they were, to be fair.
Well,
our producer thought they were as well. He just said it in my ear.
Particularly happy about it. I'll say that much.
Hey, look, they're going to be up against pistols, so it should be okay. It just means they can't necessarily run that aggressive B play next time.
Yes.
That only works if they're not ready.
That is kind of annoying as well, because ViCi got the first kill as well, right? Because he's Yorpa. That's $600. He might not get that anymore.
That's true. That's a good point.
So it might seem like it's going to
shouldn't. It went live. Foxic lagged again, and they wanted to call a stop, but then kills came in before they could get the command into console. Is basically what I've deduced from this. But either way, we're going to obviously, as we did, we're going to restart the round. So
yes. Well then, I'm sure it's all fine. Looks like it's just got a small keyboard issue.
Oh, I got a small one too, don't worry. I understand the issue.
Waiting for his.
Actually, to be fair, I have like the biggest keyboard to ever exist at home.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know if I could save response or
no, unless
conflicts,
but it's
a
Logitech one. You can't.
It should be Logitech, if you know what I mean. Maybe you can fix that for me.
I think that they've sent you enough recently, haven't they?
Have they?
I thought you got a massive care package recently.
Yeah, that's because I did the sim racing event.
Sure. You need more?
I'll always take more. Nah, they did. They were nice to me. But I could use a keyboard because mine is like, I'm pretty sure if I hit someone with it, it would kill them. It's so heavy.
I have to use the tiny keyboards. I like the 60% ones. I've used those for so long. I've got a big keyboard like this we have right now.
Than you need.
Yeah, this feels so alien to me. It's like, oh, it's so big. You know?
Yeah. James Bardoff also uses the very tiny ones.
He does.
He's got about 20 of them.
He's got ridiculous amount of keyboards.
Keyboards and sneakers. That's going to be his man cave when he gets older. It's just going to be shrines of each.
It's not bad. His keyboard's still working, apparently. He just suggested to get a new one. So it still works when he joins the server. It's when the game goes live, it stops working. And this is the new one. He can't buy or even walk.
Bizarre situation.
So he can get in the server. It works up until the point they go live, and then it all falls apart. So certainly not ideal.
No, it's not. They're kind of chuckling over the issue right now. Angel. They're making some jokes saying they're just going to go buy him a new keyboard right now if they'll just sit tight. Now, there is a power center just down the road, probably about 800 meters away, so maybe they can run. If they're fast about it, you and I can talk. I don't mind. We could even get Rushley in on the conversation.
We probably could. He's the new star of the show.
The observer cam.
Wow, it looks like we are good to go, I think. Well, those headsets going in, I hope.
I think he's putting them back in because he had them hung up over his ears. Again, they're trying to relax their ears a little bit. I don't blame them over a long best of 3. There we are. I said we could talk. They'd bring us in.
Oh, there we are. Hi. Could we get Rush in there as well?
Yeah,
and
he can just sign language with us. That would be interesting.
That would be perfect. Then we got the perfect show, really. So I think we're good to go. As you can see, bums are in seats, headsets are on heads, and hopefully this will be the start of something fantastic.
And Voxic looks ready to go to sleep.
Well, there it is. The
music change.
The music changes.
The freeze time's about to go live. They are dot readied.
So will we see Astralis push again? I don't think we will. We're like, well, we'll just play normal now. Cut our losses and try and boost towards short. You can see they're fumbling that somewhat. Boost almost pointless now. Oh, stop. Same thing.
Oh, no. So as soon as the round goes live, his keyboard stops. That's interesting. What could possibly be interfering? It must be word.exe.
Like, yeah, that has been known to cause issues at the tournaments before. It's the same issue. The keyboard's on. You can see the lovely lights.
And they said it works when he joins the server. It's when the game goes live, it doesn't. I don't understand that. And it clearly is responding to his clicks because the lights are changing colors.
I would say it's probably because it's in like a USB 2 port, maybe. Try the USB 3. That would be my advice. That would be my go-to.
All right, admin Hank on the case. He's going to fix it all up.
That's where I'd be looking towards.
Here comes the head admin. Speaking of that, Mihai.
Maybe he heard me.
Maybe he did. He's like, all right, man, let me deal with this.
That can be a common issue of newer products. They don't play nice with USB 2.0. But this isn't ideal. So looks like we might be. I can hear it. Well, we can maybe just take a chance to listen to this, man. See what's going on.
I said, let's try again. Third time's a charm, maybe? Maybe just swap the whole keyboard out at this point. Now, having a mechanical keyboard is essential, but of all of the pieces of equipment you were going to switch and get away with, that would be the one.
Yes, you can play pretty much any keyboard. Doesn't matter too much, really. As long as it's the same size, I guess.
Yeah, or yeah, size for sure. And sometimes you get odd spacing between keys, so you might misbuy or something. I had that happen in the show match the other week when I was playing with a keyboard.
Sure.
Like if they've got macro keys along one side that like put your hands off by like one position that you're not used to. But it's pretty minor, right? I mean, you could argue key switches, like browns versus reds.
That's just a comfort thing, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
For typing.
So for the sake of playing through it, you could definitely switch out a keyboard. Mouse, a little harder.
Well, they're going to restart the PC now. They haven't tried that yet. And if it doesn't work, we will change the PC out. So there are options. The cogs are turning. And we'll see if this will be enough to get them back in the game.
They've had to unlock the lovely Pelican case that has his phone because he'll have to authenticate his Steam.
Absolutely. So waiting for the admin to get that sorted, give him a chance to reboot the PC. Round 18. This is the full eco, so luckily it's not one of those huge rounds on the line where everyone's tense. It's like, well, we just got Glocks only. We know which way this one's going. Give us a chance to reset. But if you are just joining us, this is a best of 3 in the, I guess, the winners bracket. And we'll see if, well, Astralis making it through first.
The admin has kindly asked Dupree to stop typing in server.
Please stop talking.
It's interesting that they've blocked you from seeing it now, Henry.
They have.
Wow, they caught on. They were on to us.
They've taken it all
They were
away.
like, that's it. Henry is revealing too much. He cannot be Julian Assange. We'll just get rid of him now.
The whistleblower. But it looks like this is back on. I'm going to go jump on his POV.
Well, I'm going to say based on the pictures on screen, it's not quite. Because the admins are the ones leaning in to do most of it.
Clay's having some fun. I'm not gonna get involved in that.
Let's not. They're going to take away the privilege. They give it back because we called them out. So now you can see it all again. So it is a bit of a complication. It's at the start of the second half. We're at 9-8 in favor of Astralis. They've won out both the pistol and the second round. So this is, with the force pod coming out of the T side, going to be a save. We already know that. Astralis was aware of it too because we started this round and then stopped halfway through it due to the issue.
Indeed. We're running a test now, Matt.
So they're going to go live.
The scientists have been called in.
We're going to go live in server. We may not even show it, not to confuse anyone at home. They're going to test it now. And then if it's good, they'll likely restart it one more time. And then we'll be good to go. No guns is the call. They just want to run around. They just want to make sure the keyboard works.
This is moving. That's a good sign. Fantastic work. We have a working keyboard.
But that's just okay. Well, he's
Lights are working. The RGB's there.
He's already no one else is allowed to run. He's allowed to run. No one else. Well, no one is supposed to. I said that, and then just killing everyone inside spawn. But again, it's going to restart, so it doesn't matter. But Issa's going all the way to catwalk. If he gets all the way around to CT spawn, I think we call it good.
He's done a whole loop. Okay.
All right. I think we're good to go. Issa has his movement back.
Well, what an exciting finish that was to the technical issue. Probably my favorite technical pause of all time, to be honest.
It's one of them.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
The sentiment of unknown is certainly exciting.
Yeah, that was quite good. Had some great in-game banter. We had a mystery whether the keyboard would be working ever again. And we get to hear them kind of chatting as well. So it really was probably one of my favorite pauses of all time.
All time,
we'll make a YouTube video of the best ones ever.
My favorite was during the grand final G2 NIP Star Series in 2016. That went for an hour and a half in the middle of the final map.
Oh, I thought you were going to mean at DreamHack Malmo when we had
the bathroom break and they were sprinting to the bathroom.
They didn't make it back in time. They just got there for like the last second of freeze time. They were sprinting. That was another good one.
That one was all right. We saw Forrest like go blurring by.
Yeah, that was good.
His lovely man bun blowing in the winds.
Well,
This is live.
hopefully I'm staying on this myself just to make sure he's cool. He is moving for now, so I think once a kill comes in, that'll be it. We can't restart now. That's officially live. And we're off.
And he was involved in that kill as well. They didn't push mid this time, obviously, because they couldn't. They'd revealed that already, but they did get back into it, and ViCi gets 2 kills. You said he had one before the stoppage was called last time, which $600 wasn't guaranteed to the Opera. Well, he's gotten more than that. He got $1,200 this round.
Yeah, so everything's
fine.
Everyone's happy now. No one can be too upset with the situation. ViCi actually gets more than what he probably thought he had originally, and they didn't give anything away at all. So absolutely fine for dupreeh and ViCi, who now get double orbs. dupreeh's 6 and 13. He's having a rough game. Oh, it gets even worse, I'm afraid. Through the door, ViCi takes him down. Oh dear, that was an orb towards the B site. That's gone. Don't see many kills like that straight up through the door. You normally see damage done, and that's quite impressive. They're going to try and capitalize on the B site here. Zipex does some damage. They get the save now. That's a classic Astralis call. They have to save at this point. You can't really save.
Yeah, Glaive takes a lot of damage sprayed inside of the smoke. That's a fantastic shot of dupreeh, and the obvious response, kill at the doors, rush B.
This is kind of testament to why players, or teams I should say, kind of maybe move away from dust2, because that's not so much a random element, but it certainly is something that can be detrimental to the squad, and you can't control it, right?
It's something that it's hard to imagine a world where it doesn't exist because it's such an iconic staple on the map.
Yeah.
But it's something that I've argued against at a tactical level, at a pro level certainly, to say maybe we don't need it.
At the same time, he jumps across the top right where he
hits
had
the shot. It's a skilled shot.
He had no smoke cover there. If he had smoked the middle and ran through the smoke, it's almost certainly not going to happen.
And then you get the argument, though, that you've got to use a smoke or a nade early and it's less utility. Again, I don't know what's right or wrong in this situation. It's a unique feature that's kind of fun, but I can see why people would be frustrated.
For me, it's like, yeah, sure, it might not be, in terms of like competitive play, the best thing for the game, but in terms of pure hype, imagine we're doing that in the grand final right there,
it's sick.
And it's a game like this, like, why not? Like, that's so cool.
And again, like I said, I mean, maybe there is some merit, but there's an argument for the same principle the other way. There is some skill involved. I remember the game Body, that is unreal. Remember the game Body just got absolutely destroyed by Guardian, like every round except for 2? Unbelievable.
Really cool stuff, though. Well, double up setup still for Astralis. It's 10-9. No opening kills now, as ViCi actually just runs straight towards B. He's trying to really build this side of the map, and you think he was going to hit that. dupreeh challenges with the orb close range, and they'll have to extinguish the flames now. I don't think they'll push this HellRaisers, that is. dupreeh watching for the mid-split. Smoke towards CT spawn. Angel with a chance to get that first kill, but falls back. He knows grenades will be coming in that position now. So there we go. Another exciting start, but no damage done. Now 20.
Damage done now. Wave a nade as Hobbit gets tagged up. He's actually going to get taken down, so the long battle works. They get a nade in. Glaive's able to swing out and grabs the gun for it. He's gotten the kill on Hobbit without much trouble at all. In fact, still no damage done back in way of Astralis. Leaving flash himself back across. Meanwhile, dupreeh over at B has an off angle, an aggressive angle, with the op in his hands, 1 of 2. ViCi with the second one. It's at the standard spot on A, on the, not quite car, but on the ramp. He can rotate off of that based on information. Pretty slowly been leading back in, right? Now he's playing the hugging the wall so he can get out when they get there closer. Fires in, they know he's there, smoke down. That'll buy some time. Dead Fox thought about going through, in fact he still will. Flash out, and Angel is already on mid. They want to go, they gotta go now. In fact, they've got window, but just with one, dupreeh with the other. Good hold! That's impressive considering it was a B split and they had no information as to window. The rotations come out and save the day.
Absolutely, that's impressive. The fact that dupreeh even survives that encounter is impressive nonetheless, but still, Mage is backing him up, and he didn't go down to the player at the door as well. Perfectly done B split from HellRaisers. Just couldn't crack open the side at all. The fact they get 2 players towards the doors and window unscathed suggests it went very well indeed, but couldn't find the shots required to actually get in the site. They've got another buy here, but Astralis looking like to take us to a 3rd map, as that double up setup is working out quite nicely for them. 11-9 overall. Money is there for HellRaisers. They take a tactical timeout this time to work out which way they want to take round number 21. Is Glaive enjoying himself? There's the replay of Glaive getting it down the long doors, pushing through the T-smoke, and this was the kill that really decided the round. You see towards the window straight after that, he had to defend himself and still managed to survive. All the angles taken care of as dupreeh backing him up. And we get into it. HellRaisers running out of opportunities to get a scout for ViCi. Surprise, that's the call, but he's very proficient with the weapon, but can't really challenge much more than this. Has to just go for the initial kill and go for some wall bangs. Can't really stay there and try and take down ViCi or dupreeh. If they push up towards C1, that could be a problem. ViCi is on short.
Was. Yeah, could have back off. Didn't get anyone there early enough for him to feel comfortable staying in that position. Likewise, there's been no activity toward long where Glaive is stationed, so he's starting to get a little bit antsy. This, in fact, could skew the rotation, but Device still up above. Manages to get one, falls off the wall, and now can rotate back onto the ramp. So they've got their setup pretty much in stone at this point in time. They will lead off Xyp9x from CT early. Remember, he's iconic from playing in CT spawn. That's the interesting thing about going to dust2 for Astralis. This is back to like old school TSM days for them in a lot of ways. They still have their core from those days, and those core done work. Dupree able to find Issa this round. ViCi will go back down with deadfox covering off to try and recover the bomb. The AWP doesn't stick around. In fact, deadfox going to try and take the initiative of opening up middle, but look who's still watching.
The big man himself is going to hit that shot, no problem. As deadfox goes down, it's just ViCi. And will be left in a 4 versus 1. Still possible to get the bomb down with just one player being in the B side. That's Magus, but he should be playing incredibly defensively, which he is. He's got the AK as well. Happily takes the challenge and before the commitment comes in towards the site, and that is going to be eco territory for HellRaisers. 12-9 down. Have to just go Glocks only on this one. That'll be 13-9. So we could be seeing Inferno after all.
I would say that's very likely at this point in time.
The punish had to come in here, though. dust2 is where they had to really solidify their chances of getting that 2-0. I don't think this is going to happen on Inferno for them. Remember, this is still a new team. Essentially been to one event, which is in Malta. I didn't catch their play there, but doesn't seem like he'd be ready to maybe go the full distance against Astralis in a best of 3, especially on a map like Inferno to close things out. So like we said, Glocks only, a P250 at the end, and a flashbang. Just going to try and get up towards short or out middle, perhaps.
Dupree catches deadfox. Xyp9x already pushed up his short work of Angel, a little bit longer work on ViCi, who's got the flashback around the corner, and ViCi actually gets the kill despite being tagged early. But 1 on 4, I think we're pretty much done with this round, Henry, so over to you.
Thank you so much, Matthew. Yes, we're here live in the first best of 3 of the day. It's going to be 13-9. Astralis looking incredibly comfortable here, as HellRaisers do have another buy available to them. It's round number 23, and the long spawn comes in. Now remember, map, it's a very spawn-focused map here on dust2. deadfox will be going for that first kill here, and sometimes that will cancel out all strategies they had in mind because that spawn is so exciting to get. And I'd like to see deadfox open things up just to get things kicked off here in true style. We'll see if he gets it. And we're off. Back to you.
Back to me. Well, Glaive's got an AUG. That's the first one we've seen in a while, and he's going to try to use that to good effect to work long. In fact, look at the aggression at long. Everybody's there. Everyone, including one player that's gone down inside of the pit, that being the former Magician. They don't know that he's there, so this could be a problem. deadfox aware, though, turns around. How is he going to do this? He gets all 3. Is he aware there's still one more?
No.
They're not Magician.
No.
This could foil everything. He knows they've gone by. They've already spotted players in the pit. What's the chances that there's going to be another? Oh, he's got them all. 1, 2, and 3, potentially 4, but he's got to hit the shots. He's dropped the bomb. He's temporarily held that at bay. Tries to find a third and can't do it, but he's weakened them up. Look at the HP for deadfox and ViCi.
This is insane. Device left in the 3-on-1, but it's certainly possible for him. I thought Magus had that one done, but yes, it is going to be round over. Surely, Magus had that on a play mat. He could have maybe found 4 kills there. That would have been the craziest turnaround ever. Oh my goodness, deadfox, we built that one up quite nicely. We focused on his spawn, and it certainly proved to be the catalyst to success for HellRaisers there. He pushes through, flashes himself in the smoke there. There was so much smoke down. He gets 3 kills in front of him, one falling back with the smoke. They know he's there, and you wouldn't expect a 4th player to be there, to be fair to HellRaisers. But Magus gets 2, but was worth maybe 1 more there to give Device a real fighting chance. Not meant to be, but the round was still expensive for HellRaisers, considering they got the first 3 kills in their favor. Double up set up out again. There's another buy available for Astralis, so HellRaisers still looking to break the bank. Dupree really has been picking up the secondary more and more these days. Doesn't hit the shot, but spots one towards short. Xyp9x almost looks like he's guaranteed a kill here, but no, gets the dink, and that's why we talk about the AK M4 battle so much. If he had the AK there, he wins that hands down, and that's why the CTs will always pick up those AKs if they can. And it's Angel getting down to 90, well, taking 90 damage down to 10, and getting the opening pick there, purely down to the fact he had the AK-47.
Device. Trying to hit the shot on, ooh, Angel. Couldn't find it.
Craters?
What?
He doesn't get, he'd already been tagged up.
He didn't even hit the shot. He was already tagged. He just didn't do the math.
I haven't seen that before. I've seen people create a...
He had to just walk off it. He wasn't... Yeah.
That's actually kind of awkward. Like, it's a really nice idea.
Leader, smart
They
maps.
bait it out so nicely. They bait the shot out. He misses it. Now he got the low HP player in spawn. That's why great position, but then he craters.
And then Voxic has no idea where and which glaive came from. You can see how confused he was where he was being shot. Dead Fox goes back to get him, but look at the HP. This is, not ideal. They would have had one more man in this situation and probably a lot more confidence to take mid. Bomb's going to get thrown. Oh, it's not. It was going to be thrown back up to Cat. The problem is now he's got to throw it again. He's low HP, does get away with it, but just because aware of the plan, though. Device misses one shot. Round on Hobbit at this point because Device misses it. Hobbit, this is insane. Guys opened up the A site. They're going to get the plant on this. HP's still low, but Magisk sneaks in, gets one from Elevator. It's directly to his right. Gun barrel still showing, but Issa doesn't want to peek this because he's only sitting on 23 himself. But if he gets around to the position, which he does now, Magisk already looking towards CT, or excuse me, towards the ramp. Pretty much done. Dupree's got to get back with the AWP. I can't believe that. Angel kills himself. They get a flank. They trade the flank. Bomb gets missed on a throw on a low HP player, and they still get it over toward A.
There's a position on this map called Suicide, but it's not that. That is super weird. So he's trying to jump off and get towards CT spawn, right? I guess if he jumped a little bit deeper, not directly down towards spawn, he would have taken less damage because the way the ramp obviously works.
He did strafe.
He did strafe, but it went too deep. I think he'd I'm obviously showing you, he'd strafe out and went too deep, landing here. Possible. Instead of landing here, where he would have been in K. But still, that's a really bizarre anomaly. You don't see that too often. So there you go. Already tagged up aware of his HP, but they still win the round, so doesn't really matter, to be honest. And that should be not money broken just yet, but they're certainly getting there. The AWP saved is definitely going to guarantee a buy. So let's see how deep he goes in towards spawn. It actually wasn't as deep as I thought, but still not quite deep enough, shallow enough, I should say. So he's trying to get right in there. He dodges the AWP shot, but meets his grave right there in the bottom.
All right. Well, that's that then. 13-11. They still win the rounds. I am shocked.
The only crater I can think of that was when Sunny did it on Nuke, perhaps.
Oh,
that was the last one that wasn't provoked. That's the only time I can think of another one like that.
Yeah, that's a fantastic point. Yeah, there was also, I think, Forrest jumping from Silo when you no longer need to jump anymore.
Yes, yeah.
But I think he was tagged halfway down.
Yeah, so if you get tagged when you go down, you can't really do much about that. But if it's cleanly in that sort of scenario, it can be a bit rough. But like we said, they win the round. Not a huge deal. Round 25, and the double AWP set up back out again for Astralis. Voxic hasn't been as scary as I thought he would be on dust2, to be honest. Been quite average for his sort of standards. You can boost in that blue pin, by the way. We don't see that enough, I don't think, for players anchoring the long position, but maybe we will, as a long take is coming in from HellRaisers. They're going to smoke the corner twice, I'd imagine. Flash over, but glaive is playing in front of those smokes, so they're going to wait for that CT smoke to actually dissipate first before they make their next move. Two players, now just one. That's going to be glaive defending this long take. Smoke's going down. He needs to find at least one kill here. He can't go down with nothing. That would be a huge issue.
Yes, he's gone. He's been erased. Issa's got the kill. Double smoke. I like the way they're isolating long, by the way. It's like the opposite. We used to see the isolation come out from catwalk to hold players there. They're doing the opposite. They're actually taking the players there and isolating the site itself. Yeah,
this is classic dust2 gameplay. Like, we used to do that strategy in Source. That was like one of the most common strats you could do. Two smokes in the corner, focus that player in the pit. The flashbangs are so effective. You can really challenge him there, and it's going to be Issa, who's low HP with the AWP, holding towards top and middle. Will be taking the second frag of the round. Still not over yet. 5-on-3, CT side. All it takes is a nice sequence and a good spray down, and mistakes made. No trade potential there. Angel doesn't have to commit to those sort of angles when they've got this sort of lead. Go together. And mistakes being made, a low HP player. This decides the round for me. If Zipex goes down with nothing, I would say it's a round for HellRaisers. The fact he gets one, there's still a low HP player, though. It's not over. Got Device waiting with the AWP on site, but that's the trade they're looking for. Did the bomb drop down in spawn? No, they've actually managed. Oh, it has done. I don't think they have time to plant anymore. They've got 8 seconds. The round's over.
It's over. It's down below.
Oh,
Fell over the ledge.
That's the worst possible outcome.
That's atrocious for them. They had such a brilliant round. They had such a brilliant round. I mean, they started off so well. They isolated long, 2-on-1 in the end, and they're going to make it 13-12, and they'd have money on their side. That's how this game could actually fall apart for them, because now Astralis just needs 2.
That shouldn't be happening, but if you are too close to that wall, there's always a risk the bomb trickles down. The bomb should be at the very back to avoid that, just hugging the wall. Oh my goodness, that might actually decide the game here. That's huge. Device gets 1 kill and wins it because the bomb trickles down. That's actually kind of insane. We've been treated to quite the series here. We might get a third map at this point. So, all about the ViCi. Galil though for Hobbit. They're pushing up a B. Oh my goodness, it's kicking off once again. Issa needs to fight back here. He will bring it back to the 3 versus 3, but he's heavily tagged. One player left in towards the B side. That's going to be Magisk. Isolated. This is such a hard-hitting round. Fast-paced as ViCi now with the flank. He's got it all to work with. You can see though, Angel aware of the prospect of the push. Spots him, but I don't think he's going to get this frag. I think ViCi is good for 1. Down to 10 HP, just trying to stay alive at this point. They're not going to worry too much about him. They know he's low. And at this point, Magisk comes out. He doesn't get that kill.
They know he's low, and they know that they can beat him to the site as well. So there's really no chance that he can catch them off in this. So HellRaisers looking to wrap up a 12th round, which arguably should have happened last time. Astralis are well aware of the situation. They're going to back off. They get 1 M4. They pick that up, trade it over. So Magisk holding on to that will at least give them something to work with. AK picked up for ViCi, and they'll be able to buy or at least force around that in the next. But if they lose that, we're at 14-13. This could actually end up being 16-14 still for HellRaisers.
You're absolutely right. This is actually a really cool series so far. I'm surprised at HellRaisers. The level they're showing and keeping up with Astralis, considering they just changed one of their main players, like Bondic's been a key fragger for them for the last few months. Especially in the London Major, he was fantastic there. But bringing Hobbit in seems to be working out. This is actually looking very good for maybe pulling back a 2-0 as well now. Tactical timeout. This one will be called by Astralis, I believe. So we will see if they are going to force around the 2 rifles that are saved. They absolutely will, by the looks of things. There's an AK saved from the previous round, but this decides if HellRaisers can really get back into this to tie things up at 14-14 to give us a real fantastic finish here. Exciting times. Issa with the AWP right now. I'm sure that'll be passed over to ViCi. Like, dust2 is actually one of the few maps in the pool we actually have a viable T-sided double AWP setup. It's certainly, I say viable lightly because it's at top level play. It's probably not ideal, but it can be done.
14-12, map 1 in favor of HellRaisers.
Issa still has the AWP. That suggests they might be going with a double AWP setup. They're not. Just gonna leave him on it. Maybe ViCi not feeling it today.
It's also has a crazy
and he has a run spot. Yeah, that's exactly why.
Gone out, fired it, and likely transfers it back over now. ViCi's just toward top middle. They want to peek and secure position. In fact, ViCi doesn't. Okay, I was just saying, doesn't slow down and wait for the op to get to him. They want to take ViCi. He gets back around the corner just in the nick of time. I don't think he was spotted. Flash out. He's on the ledge. Can find one and fall, but Angel, great entry.
With the AWP drop, that was the AK device had.
It was. Molotov to sight. Nate goes the other way. Great Nate as well. Look at the damage to Angel. This has copped quite a bit of that as well. Molotov should take Angel out. There's no escape from the corner unless he runs forward. Running forward is going to leave him vulnerable, but the good counter Molotov still in play on the ramp means Glaive couldn't get the peek, but all too easy once that's gone. Double smoke down. Elevator position. Zipix has the headshot, but it's... Oh, Hobbit got 2 from that.
Yeah.
I was going to say, he has the angle, but it's the M4. The AK just dismantles them entirely, and now we've got a 4-on-2. Side open, bomb to be planted. What do we talk about with money? Astralis are already long gone.
Yeah, that's actually huge. Hobbit, I'd love to see that from this POV if possible. That sounded really juicy. As they were floundering somewhat there towards short. The grenades were excellent from Astralis. The incendiaries were down as well. They were having to extinguish those and fight back best they could. They're the ones that hit the shots at. It's an incredibly difficult shot for the CTs to hit, especially with the M4s. Try and tap away those heads. You can see Glaive for the full commitment on spray. Didn't work out for him, and Dupree might as well look for exits. He's only got the CZ. Their money is absolutely wrecked next round. That's a full reset again. Second loss bonus only available. So Magisk with the M4, the rest of them are going to get $1,900. They have to let it go 14-14, really. They say the M4 is always a fighting chance, especially that CZ up as well. Doesn't look like another kill will be found. So 4 survive for HellRaisers as they avoid map point once again. My goodness, so Hobbit, that sounded excellent. What a team they're looking to be. There was an interview recently on HTV with the coach John, I believe, saying he feels that this version of the team is going to be excellent. And can't really argue with the results so far. This is Hobbit getting it done with the AK. Really nice stuff there. That secures the round. Hands down. And they're going for a quick play. As they drop down towards short, there's the old classic 4-king stack or NOA, whichever way you're inclined.
And they run boost him off of it. I don't know if that was intended or not, but it gets him out of dodge. Magisk gets Hobbit. You're right, it certainly is. It opens up on that single kill alone. Watch for long, though. Spotted toward... Elevator position, they back away. It's going to be Dupree. This is incredible. It's Dead Fox that gets Dupree immediately in return, but it's a 4-on-2. Dead Fox unsure of where he's being shot from. You're right. This is going to be map point Astralis. This is falling apart because they're starting to panic. Even with a minute and 19, they're forcing the play considerably.
I still don't understand this play. When you know they're broken for money, why teams go so fast? Especially against a team like Astralis as well. Got so many tricks up their sleeve. Give yourself a fighting chance. Get the intel first before you really commit like that towards shore. Great stack. You don't see that too often actually these days, as they do confirm the round at this point, as it will be Astralis find map point. That's so disappointing from HellRaisers. Really didn't have to commit to that fast push and just throw it away. But excellent stuff from Astralis. Like I said, that I call it 4 Kings or NOA. It depends whichever way you look at it. Right, way back in the day, that boost was very common in 1.6 and Source to some extent. You could just boost up towards short and stop those sort of plays. And what a stack it is. As you can see them both actually challenging, taking down Angel. I'm sure nat2 can give more information on that stack. But he's not analyzing next, so don't worry about it. So I don't know why I said that. Anyway, round 29. And it will be map points and a desperate times for HellRaisers with Glil and Mac-10.
Possible. Don't rule it out. Fast take, rushes sight, get it over with. Dead Fox holding toward the B tunnels if anyone pushes through with the Mac-10. If they go that way, he'll naturally be the first entry. Meanwhile, Issa back toward mid is taking no chances to see if anyone has pushed up on Catwalk. Hobbit's actually starting to go. Molotov, Glaves heard it bounce. Likewise throws the smoke down. Zipic's partially flashed, but nade at the ready. That could do massive damage to Hobbit. Would do massive damage to Hobbit. Sees it coming, manages, Devoxic manages to jump away in time. Device, vision back in time, Angel's gone. He's never jumping down there. Kills himself once. Device kills him the other. Smoke down inside of middle, but Issa sees some spray coming through it and doesn't want to overcommit. Oh, he does though. Gets caught by Zipix, and look how fast that put him down to 15 HP. Good damage on a Magist. That'll help the take from the tunnels, but he wants to figure out if he can spot anyone pushing through, because he alone on 15 cannot take B.
Oh my goodness. The smoke exchange, pretty scary right now. 5 and 4 still for Astralis. Zipex trying to find players towards the window. Zipex will go down. There's still 2 in the B bomb site though. It looks like this might be done. 3 versus 2. Time running out as well as Hobbit jumps up towards the bomb site. Boxes here. Not going to find that shot at all. Bomb goes down, and indeed the round as well. We're going to the third map, ladies and gents. It's going to be Inferno. Astralis holds strong there on dust2. It was looking a little bit turbulent at times, but it has to be that eco victory that really sends us to the third. That's HellRaisers.